been a great 3 years. When you know it's time, it's time. And no better time than right now. 3 years ago, sitting at this podium, we talked about creating a culture, a winning atmosphere, that we're going to do it our way. We're going to be fast, we're going to be physical, we're going to be smart. And it's paid off. Mostly I got to thank the coaches, man. You guys did it all. I mean, I really didn't do shit. I just led the ship, but you guys did it all. You had them individually every single day. The players bought in. There's so many people I would like to thank. I'm going to start with Chuck Pagano and Jim Irsay. You know, that miraculous season we had in Indianapolis, I was 60. I never got a call for a head coaching interview, all right? But with Chuck getting sick, Joey, Chuck, Goody, you guys were all part of that. I got an opportunity never to be the head coach, but to lead. That led to an Arizona job. And I can't thank Michael Bidwell and Steve Keim enough for giving a 6-year-old guy a shot when it's a young man's supposedly game. But I think Andy Reid and Coach Belichick and a few of us old guys proved them wrong over the last few years. Then again, I can't thank the Glazer family enough and Jason for giving me this opportunity at 66, when, again, it's a young man's game. But I thought in that meeting we connected on what's really valuable and setting a culture that lasts forever. And like Jason said, those 3 words, trust, loyalty, respect, they don't go away. They're still on the walls in Arizona. I hope and I know they'll stay here. Our entire organization bought into one team, one cause, and they knew it was real. Every single person in the organization's job is so important to help the franchise win. Again, the players, man, there's so many, I can't name them all. I wish I could go just through the list of quarterbacks. But it's been an unbelievable ride. I'm extremely excited about the future, what the future holds for this franchise and for me. Number of people have already asked, why are you stepping away from the chance to go to Hall of Fame and win another Super Bowl? Because I don't give a shit about the Hall of Fame. Succession is way more important to me. This has been my dream for a long time. Guys that know me, they knew I wanted one of my guys to take over. And that's more important to me than anything. And have a place where I could go and be welcomed back. And obviously, I have a job now, and I kind of love the title's pretty good. We'll figure out what the hell it means soon, but but it's pretty damn good. And I get to stay and have the relationships that I love. And I couldn't turn it over to a better person. Been together, boy, I hate to say how many years, age both of us, but Todd's gonna do a great job. And whatever everybody needs, Jason, Joel, Darcy, Todd, whatever my title means, I'm there. And again, I can't say thank you enough to the coaches and the players, man, for just being outstanding and buying in and believing the bullshit I threw out there. And it's been a great ride. Thank you.
You can stay up there for a moment. We're going to go ahead and open it up to a brief Q&A portion. If you can just raise your hand, a microphone will be extended.
Go, brother.
Hey, Bruce. Greg here on the left. Sorry. Bruce,
Okay.
just want to ask you about the timeline and what this has been like for you as something you've weighed since the end of the season, when Tom retired, when Tom came back, all those things.
Yeah, I mean, kind of in the statement, thought about it after the season, but again, it wasn't right. Obviously, going through the combine, going through all that process, trying to build next year's team without Tom. But then when Tom said he'd come back, it's like, now it's easy. Now it's easy. We're in the best shape we've ever been. It's no better time to pass the torch than now. I don't know what February brings, all right? But I know what today brings, and it makes me really happy.
Coach, when you decided to go, Did you seek any input from family or friends, or is this 100% Bruce Arians?
Oh, no, my wife and family had a lot to do with it. And obviously the coaches didn't know till last night or the night before. So Jason and I have been talking about this. And obviously we included Joel and Tom and a few other people. But yeah, it's something, it wasn't spur of the moment.
Bruce, congratulations on the honor about being in the Ring of Honor and for all that you've accomplished here. I know you and Todd have got a long-standing relationship. You've shared some advice with him publicly. What type of advice would you give for Todd Bowles here in Tampa in his second go-round as a head coach?
Just be yourself, because that's plenty good enough.
Bruce, you talk about succession with Todd and the importance of that. Also, how important is it for you to have guys here, Tom's here, to have the support of the players as they understood the decision that you're making?
Yeah, it's extremely important. I know a lot of guys were shocked. I got a chance to talk to a few of them beforehand. Yeah, it's, if there's one thing I know, our players have my back.
Bruce, I know you've been thinking about this for a while, but can you narrow it down to when you kind of said that's it? You told Christine that's it. I know you were at the Breakers on Sunday. What was the moment that it was finalized?
I don't know the exact date or time, but shortly after Tom and I talked, and Jason and Joel, I sat down with my wife, and then we said, let's do this. And then we talked about what's next, you know, stepping over to the front office and doing that job. So there's no actual minute that it happened. It was building. I felt very comfortable after talking with Tom that, you know, the franchise was in great shape.
And Bruce, you're such a competitor as a coach. How difficult is it to walk away when, as you say, this franchise is in very good shape and on the brink of competing for another championship?
It's not hard because I'm gonna be a part of it, and you know that's huge for me to have a hand in the pile, and just watch from the sideline and give whatever I can, and wherever I'm needed. If Byron wants a new red zone package, I'll give it to him.
I was very upset that you don't care about the Hall of Fame, but I know you're. When time goes by, you're going to settle into this role. You're not a guy that's going to stand over the shoulder, but what do you kind of envision you doing as far as coaches leaning on you?
Wherever anybody needs me. You know, I'm excited about having a hand in the draft. Done a lot of work, maybe more work than I've ever done on a draft this year, and go from there. And I just got to figure out where the hell I'm going during the game, because I can't be on the sideline because they'll be throwing flags on me left and right for cussing out the officials. I ain't the head coach no more. And Coach Moore can get away with that, you know. So, yeah, that's the biggest part. Where the hell are you going to stand during the game?
Coach, congratulations on a wonderful career. You mentioned that you talked to Tom. I don't know if you were able to share any details from that conversation with us. There have been reports about, you know, friction with him, but obviously he's here today. Yeah. He's here today to celebrate your career. What can you say about your relationship with him and that conversation?
Get your ass on the golf course, man. I'm getting broke. No, we have a great relationship. I mean, all the players there are a few in here, every one of them's gotten cussed out, all right, including him. So that's just part of me, you know? So that's nothing new, but we have a great relationship. I mean, as soon as he retired, I think we text every week. Hey, where you at? What are you doing? When you gonna play golf? When you getting back down this way? And so people gotta write shit. I mean, and it couldn't be further from the truth.
Bruce, here, congratulations on your new role. When we talked to you at the Combine, you were so excited about this upcoming season. You were even talking about some of these younger guys, whether it's Gabbard or Trask. Did it change between the Combine and now your decision to step away?
Yeah, because at that point in time, I had to be excited. You know, it was about building this next team. And every year is different. A lot of it changed when Tommy decided he was coming back. And so then it was, hey, it's time. It's time to pass this torch.
Coach Todd played for you at Temple. Did he show signs of leadership and possibly being a head coach back then?
Yeah, and until he broke his damn wrist. We had the best game plan to beat Penn State's ass. He jumps up in practice and breaks his damn wrist, and we had to put a walk-on in his place. And but no, he's been the brightest guy I've ever coached. And you know, I think he, as a player coach, Byron as a player coach, they just had it. You knew they had it. He loves telling a story about when I told him, hey, you might want to think about getting in coaching because I don't think the NFL's in your future. And he went and played 10 years and got a couple Super Bowl rings. That's how good of an evaluator I am, you know. But no, it was always in the cards.
Hey, Bruce, in all of, over here.
Where are you?
By the way.
Oh,
Come
there
over
you are,
here.
sir.
Hey. In all of this, in the last couple of weeks, or I guess when it started to creep into your mind that you might do this, what was the most challenging part of this process? And when you have to turn the chapter and go on to the next page, what's the toughest part?
Yeah, the hardest part was keeping it secret. And, you know, and thank everybody that knew. There weren't very many. But yeah, just the last couple of days, you know, letting the players know, letting the coaches know, letting the nation know. But again, I couldn't be any happier right now.
Okay, we've got time for two more.
Bruce, you mentioned over here succession, how important that was to you. But on your staff, you have a handful of guys that could potentially be head coaches currently. When you were able to assemble the coaching staff upon your original hiring, was that a discussion that you and Todd had? Was that something that you had understood between the two of you, that at some point you had hoped to give it specifically to him?
No, because I really thought he was going to be a head coach after the Super Bowl, and then this past year. So it's long overdue. Just that, you know, watching the hiring process this last year, and Byron going through what he did, and Todd, very fortunate for me that we could do it today. And but yeah, we do have an unbelievable coaching staff. We've got at least 4 or 5 guys and maybe 6 or 7 young guys that I think will be head coaches in this league one day.
Coach, what are you proudest of in your coaching career, and what are you going to miss the most?
Players, you know, the everyday cussing them out and hug them later, you know. That's just been who I have been forever, and that's what I'm excited about because I'm not walking away from that. I get to keep that part, and I can walk through the locker room right now and it won't be the police, you know. And the guys are back there laughing, but I walk through anyway, so I'm looking forward to that part of it.
The cigar in your pocket, sir, is that for a celebration today, or?
Yeah, but it's a special one because this was my Christmas present from the coaches. I got a whole case of them, and if you notice, the label said "No Risk It, No Biscuit."
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.